Picture this. You're sitting at your kitchen table, looking at your Social Security statement for the 100th time, wondering if you're making the right choices, wondering if there's something you're missing that could mean thousands more dollars in your pocket each year. You're not alone in feeling confused, overwhelmed, or even a little frustrated with the system that's supposed to support you in your golden years. Hello, dear friends.
Today, we're embarking on a journey together.
A journey through the hidden corridors of Social Security. The places where life-changing information lives, but rarely sees the light of day. These aren't the basics you'll find in government pamphlets. These are the insider secrets that can transform your retirement security. You see, I used to believe that Social Security was straightforward, that everyone received roughly the same treatment, that the system was designed to be fair and transparent. I thought if you worked hard for decades and played by the rules, the system would automatically give you everything you deserved. I was wrong. What I discovered changed not just my own Social Security benefits, but helped dozens of friends and family members unlock thousands of additional dollars they never knew they were entitled to. Today, I'm going to share 5 powerful secrets that the Social Security Administration doesn't advertise. Strategies that could mean the difference between a comfortable retirement and one where you're constantly worried about money. So pour yourself a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and prepare to discover information that could literally add years of financial security to your retirement. Secret number 1, the hidden power of strategic timing. Let me tell you about my friend Harold. Harold was 62 when he first walked into the Social Security office. He'd been laid off from his job at the manufacturing plant where he'd worked for 30 years. And he was tired. The lady behind the counter was friendly enough. She explained that he could start receiving benefits right away. It seemed like the logical choice. Money coming in when he needed it most. What Harold didn't know was that this well-meaning advice would cost him over $200,000 during his retirement. You see, Harold's full retirement age was 66 and 8 months. By claiming at 62, he permanently reduced his monthly benefit by about 27%. But here's the part that really stings. If Harold had waited until age 70, his benefit would have been 132% of his full retirement amount. That's a difference of nearly 60% between claiming at 62 versus waiting until 70. Let me put this in real numbers. Harold's full retirement benefit would have been $2,400 per month. By claiming early, he locked himself into $1,750 per month for life. If he had waited until 70, he would have received $3,168 per month. That's a difference of $1,418 every single month. Now, I can already hear some of you thinking, but what if I don't live that long? Shouldn't I take the money while I can? It's a fair question, and it's exactly what Harold wanted later. But here's what the math actually shows. If you're in reasonably good health, the break-even point for waiting until age 70 versus claiming at full retirement age is around age 82 to 84. Given that the average life expectancy for someone who reaches 65 is well into their 80s, waiting often makes tremendous financial sense. But here's the secret within the secret. There's a middle path that almost no one talks about. You can file what's called a restricted application in certain circumstances, or use a strategy called file and suspend if you're married. While some of these strategies have been modified in recent years, there are still powerful timing techniques available. one strategy that's still completely valid is this. If you're married and you're the higher earner, you can claim your benefits at full retirement age, allowing your spouse to claim spousal benefits. While your own benefit continues to grow with delayed retirement credits until age 70, then you can switch to your own higher benefit. The key is understanding that Social Security isn't just about when you claim, it's about how you claim and in what sequence. Every situation is different, but taking time to understand your options before you file can literally be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. Harold learned this lesson too late, but he made sure to share his story with others.
Don't let his expensive education go to waste.
Secret number 2, the marriage advantage. Most couples never discover. Social Security has a little-known feature that can nearly double a married couple's benefits. Yet fewer than 30% of eligible couples ever use it. It's called a spousal benefit, and it's far more powerful than most people realize. Let me share the story of Robert and Linda. Robert worked as an engineer for 40 years, building up substantial Social Security credits. Linda took time off to raise their 3 children and worked part-time for many years, earning much lower Social Security credits. When they first looked into Social Security benefits, they assumed Linda would receive her own small benefit, and that would be that. They were stunned to learn that Linda could receive up to 50% of Robert's full retirement benefit as a spousal benefit, even if her own benefit was much smaller. But here's where it gets really interesting, and where most couples make costly mistakes. If Robert's full retirement benefit is $2,800 per month, Linda could receive up to $1,400 per month as a spousal benefit. But here's the crucial part. To get the full 50%, Robert must have filed for his own benefits, and Linda must wait until her own full retirement age. Many couples rush to file simultaneously, not realizing they're leaving money on the table. The optimal strategy often involves careful timing, with the higher earner potentially delaying their claim to maximize delayed retirement credits, while the lower earner claims spousal benefits. There's an even more powerful secret for couples, one that can provide financial security even after one spouse passes away. When one spouse dies, the surviving spouse can receive 100% of the deceased spouse's benefit, if it's higher than their own. This is called a survivor benefit, and it's where strategic planning during your lifetime can make an enormous difference for your surviving spouse. Here's what Robert and Linda discovered. Robert decided to delay his benefits until age 70, growing his monthly benefit to $3,696. Linda claimed spousal benefits at her full retirement age, receiving $1,400 per month. When Robert eventually passes away, Linda will receive his full $3,696 monthly benefit as a survivor benefit. Compare this to what would have happened if they had both claimed early. Robert would have received about $2,200 per month, Linda about $1,050. And when Robert passed, Linda would only receive his reduced benefit of $2,200. The difference? An extra $1,496 per month for the rest of Linda's life after Robert passes. Over 20 years, that's nearly $360,000 in additional survivor benefits. But wait, there's more. Divorced spouses have rights too, rights that most people never discover. If you were married for at least 10 years and are currently unmarried, you may be entitled to benefits based on your ex-spouse's record. The beautiful part: claiming these benefits doesn't reduce your ex-spouse's benefits at all. I know a woman named Patricia who was shocked to learn that she could receive spousal benefits based on her ex-husband's much higher earnings. Even though they'd been divorced for 15 years, she had been struggling on her own small Social Security benefit, never knowing she had this option available. The marriage advantage in Social Security is real and substantial. Don't let lack of knowledge cost you tens of thousands of dollars. Secret number 3: working in retirement without losing benefits. Here's a secret that could save you thousands in lost benefits, or help you earn thousands more while still collecting Social Security. The rules about working while receiving Social Security benefits are widely misunderstood, and these misunderstandings cost retirees money every single day. Let me tell you about my neighbor, Frank. Frank loved his job as a consultant.
At 65, he was ready to claim Social Security, but he also wanted to keep working part-time.
When he asked around, everyone told him the same thing. Don't work while you're collecting Social Security. They'll take your benefits away. Frank was torn. He needed the Social Security income, but he also enjoyed working and could use the extra money. So he made what seemed like the logical choice. He stopped working entirely and claimed his Social Security benefits. What Frank didn't know could have earned him an extra $30,000 that year. Here's the truth about the earnings limit that most people get wrong. If you've reached full retirement age, there is no earnings limit at all. You can earn $1 million a year and still receive every penny of your Social Security benefits. The earnings limit only applies if you claim benefits before your full retirement age. And even then, the limits are more generous than most people think, and the penalties aren't as harsh as people fear. For 2024, if you're under full retirement age, you can earn up to $22,320 without any reduction in benefits. For every $2 you earn above that limit, Social Security reduces your benefits by $1. But here's the secret: those reductions aren't permanent losses. When you reach full retirement age, Social Security recalculates your benefits to give you credit for any benefits that were withheld due to the earnings test. Let me show you how this works with real numbers. Say you're 64 and receiving $1,800 per month in Social Security benefits. You get a part-time job that pays $32,320 per year. That's $10,000 over the earnings limit. Social Security would withhold $5,000 in benefits over the year, reducing your monthly payments. Most people think that $5,000 is gone forever. But when you reach full retirement age, Social Security increases your monthly benefit permanently to account for the months when benefits were withheld. In this example, you'd get a permanent increase in your monthly benefit that would recover that $5,000 and then some over your lifetime. But Frank's situation was even simpler. Since he had reached full retirement age, he could have earned any amount without any reduction in benefits. He gave up a year of consulting income for absolutely no reason. There's another working secret that's even more valuable. Continuing to work while receiving Social Security benefits can actually increase your future benefits. Social Security calculates your benefits based on your highest 35 years of earnings. If you continue working and earning, those new earnings might replace some of your lower earning years in the calculation, permanently increasing your benefit amount. I know a retired teacher named Margaret who went back to work part-time at age 68. Not only did she keep all her regular Social Security benefits, but her new earnings replaced some lower earning years from early in her career. Her monthly Social Security benefit increased by $150 per month permanently. That's $1,800 extra per year for the rest of her life. Here's a strategy that almost no one knows about. If you're still working at full retirement age but haven't claimed Social Security yet, you can file for benefits and immediately suspend them. This allows a spouse to claim spousal benefits while your own benefit continues to grow with delayed retirement credits until age 70. The working in retirement secret isn't just about understanding the rules. It's about understanding how those rules can work in your favor to maximize both your current income and your future security. Secret number 4. The tax strategies that can save you thousands. This secret might be the most expensive one to ignore, because it's not just about how much you receive in Social Security benefits. It's about how much you get to keep after taxes. Many retirees are shocked to discover that Social Security benefits can be taxable. But here's what the Social Security Administration won't tell you. With the right strategies, you can often minimize or even eliminate taxes on your benefits entirely. Let me share what happened to my friend Dorothy and her husband Bill. Dorothy and Bill were living comfortably on their combined Social Security benefits of $4,200 per month, plus withdrawals from Bill's 401k when they needed extra money. They assumed that since they were retired and living on fixed income, their tax burden would be minimal. They were stunned when their accountant told them they owed $8,400 in federal taxes, largely because their Social Security benefits were being taxed at the highest rate possible. What Dorothy and Bill didn't understand was how Social Security taxation works, and more importantly, how to structure their retirement income to minimize those taxes. Here's how Social Security taxation really works. Social Security uses something called combined income to determine if your benefits are taxable. Combined income includes your adjusted gross income, plus any tax-free interest, plus half of your Social Security benefits. If your combined income as a married couple is under $32,000, your Social Security benefits are completely tax-free. Between $32,000 and $44,000, up to 50% of your benefits may be taxable. Above $44,000, up to 85% of your benefits can be subject to federal income tax. For single filers, the thresholds are $25,000 and $34,000. But here's the secret. You can often control your combined income through careful planning. Dorothy and Bill were taking large withdrawals from the 401k whenever they needed money, pushing their combined income well above the thresholds. Instead, they could have taken smaller, more regular withdrawals to stay under the tax thresholds, or structured their withdrawals differently, even better. They could have done what's called a Roth conversion ladder before claiming Social Security, converting portions of the 401k to a Roth IRA during years when their income was low. Roth IRA withdrawals don't count toward combined income, so they wouldn't affect Social Security taxation. There's another tax secret that can be incredibly valuable. The timing of when you claim Social Security can create tax planning opportunities. If you delay Social Security until age 70, you have several years after full retirement age where you might be in lower tax brackets. This is the perfect time to do Roth conversions, harvest capital gains, or take other tax-advantaged actions. Here's a strategy that saved another couple I know over $50,000 in taxes. Tom and Susan knew they Instead of leaving it in their estate, they gifted it to their children before claiming Social Security, eliminating the rental income that would have pushed them into higher tax brackets.
Their children allowed them to continue living in the house.
And without the rental income, Tom and Susan's Social Security benefits remained completely tax-free.
There's one more tax secret that's particularly powerful for married couples. You can sometimes use the timing of Social Security claims to create what tax professionals call income smoothing. If one spouse has a much larger benefit, that spouse might delay claiming until age 70, while the other spouse claims earlier. This spreads the income over more years, potentially keeping the couple in lower tax brackets throughout retirement. The tax implications of Social Security are complex, but the savings opportunities are enormous. Don't let poor tax planning eat away at benefits you've spent a lifetime earning. Secret number 5, maximizing benefits for health challenges and special circumstances. This final secret could be the most important one for many of you, because it addresses situations that millions of seniors face, but rarely know how to navigate within the Social Security system. Social Security has provisions for health challenges, disabilities that develop later in life, and special circumstances that can dramatically increase your benefits or provide benefits you didn't know existed. Let me tell you about my friend Charles. Charles worked as a carpenter for 35 years. At 63, he developed severe arthritis in his hands and back. He could no longer do the physical work he'd done his entire career. But he was 3 years away from full retirement age. Charles thought his only option was to claim reduced Social Security benefits early, locking himself into a permanently reduced monthly payment. What Charles didn't know changed his entire financial future. Social Security has a provision called Disabled Adult Benefits that can provide full benefits regardless of age, if you meet certain criteria. Charles qualified for these benefits, receiving his full retirement amount at age 63, not the reduced amount he would have received by claiming early. But the story gets better. Because Charles was receiving disability benefits, his spouse became eligible for auxiliary benefits immediately, rather than having to wait until her own eligibility age. Here's what most people don't know. Social Security disability isn't just for people who are completely unable to work. The program recognizes that some people can't continue in their previous occupation, but might be able to do other work. There are special rules for people over age 55 that make it easier to qualify for benefits if health challenges prevent you from doing your previous job. Charles's situation illustrates another secret. When you receive Social Security disability benefits, they automatically convert to regular retirement benefits at your full retirement age, at the full amount. You don't lose anything by receiving disability benefits instead of early retirement benefits. There's another health-related secret that can provide crucial benefits for married couples. If one spouse needs long-term care, Social Security has provisions that can help protect the other spouse's financial security. I know a couple, James and Ruth, where Ruth developed Alzheimer's disease at age 68. James was overwhelmed trying to care for her while managing their finances. What he discovered through a knowledgeable Social Security advocate was that Ruth could claim Social Security benefits in a way that maximized both her current income and James's future survivor benefits. Here's another special circumstance that affects thousands of seniors. If you're a widow or widower, you have claiming strategies available that other people don't have. Surviving spouses can claim survivor benefits as early as age 60, or switch between survivor benefits and their own retirement benefits. This creates opportunities for optimization that single people and married couples don't have. For example,
A widow might claim reduced survivor benefits at age 60, allowing her own retirement benefits to grow with delayed retirement credits until age 70, then switch to her own higher benefit. Or she might claim her own benefits first and switch to survivor benefits later if they're higher.
there's one more special circumstance secret that could apply to many of you. If you're divorced and your ex-spouse has died, you may be eligible for survivor benefits based on their record, even if you remarried after age 60. I met a woman named Helen who had been married twice. Her first husband, from whom she was divorced, had much higher Social Security earnings than her second husband, who had passed away. Helen discovered she could choose which survivor benefit was higher, maximizing her monthly income. These special circumstances provisions exist because Social Security recognizes that life doesn't always follow neat patterns. Health challenges arise, spouses die, families go through changes. The system has flexibility built in, but only if you know how to access it. The key is understanding that Social Security isn't just a retirement program. It's a family protection program with provisions for disability, survivor benefits, and special circumstances. Don't assume you know all your options based on the basic information. Dig deep, ask questions, and consider consulting with a Social Security specialist if your situation is complex.
Bringing it all together, your Social Security Action Plan.
My dear friends, we've journeyed through 5 powerful secrets that could transform your Social Security benefits and retirement security.
Let's weave these insights together into a practical action plan that you can implement immediately.
The beauty of these secrets is that they build upon each other. Strategic timing works hand in hand with marriage strategies. Understanding work rules enhances tax planning opportunities. And knowing about special circumstances ensures you're not leaving benefits on the table. But here's what I want you to understand most clearly. Knowledge without action is just interesting information. These secrets only become powerful when you apply them to your specific situation. Start by taking inventory of where you stand right now. When is your full retirement age? What would your benefit be at different claiming ages? If you're married, what are your spouse's benefit projections? Do you have any special circumstances that might affect your options? The Social Security Administration's website has calculators and tools that can help you run different scenarios, but don't stop there. Consider consulting with a financial advisor who specializes in Social Security optimization. The cost of professional advice is often far less than the value of the additional benefits you might uncover. Here's your immediate action. First, create your online Social Security account at ssa.gov if you haven't already. Review your earnings history for accuracy. Check your benefit estimates. Understanding your baseline is crucial before you can optimize. Second, if you're married or divorced, research your spousal and survivor benefit options. Run scenarios that show the difference between various claiming strategies. This is where some of the biggest opportunities often hide. Third, if you're still working or considering working in retirement, understand exactly how the earnings test affects your situation. Don't let fear of complex rules prevent you from earning money you're entitled to keep. Fourth, review your overall retirement tax picture. How will Social Security benefits fit into your total retirement income? Are there steps you can take now to minimize future taxes on your benefits? Fifth, if you have any health challenges or special circumstances, research whether you might qualify for benefits or strategies beyond standard retirement benefits. I want to address something that might be weighing on your mind: the complexity of all this information. You might be feeling overwhelmed, worried that you've already made irreversible mistakes, or concerned that it's too late to benefit from these strategies. Take a deep breath. While it's true that some Social Security decisions are permanent, many of these strategies can still be implemented even if you've already started receiving benefits. And the knowledge you're gaining now will help you avoid future mistakes and maximize the benefits you receive going forward. Remember Charles from our disability benefits story? He didn't discover these options until after he'd already been struggling for months. But once he learned about them, he was able to dramatically improve his situation. It's never too late to advocate for yourself and claim all the benefits you are entitled to. These aren't get-rich-quick schemes or sketchy loopholes. These are legitimate strategies built into the Social Security system. Strategies that Congress intended for people in various circumstances. You're not gaming the system. You're using the system as it was designed.
Think about what your retirement could look like with optimized Social Security benefits.
Maybe it's the difference between worrying about money every month and sleeping peacefully. Maybe it's having enough to help your grandchildren with college, or finally taking that trip you've been postponing. Maybe it's simply the dignity of knowing you're receiving everything you worked decades to earn. Your Social Security legacy begins today. As we come to the end of our time together,
I want to leave you with both an urgent call to action and a profound truth that extends far beyond Social Security benefits.
the call to action: don't let another day pass without taking the first step toward optimizing your Social Security benefits. Whether that's creating your online account, researching spousal strategy, or consulting with a knowledgeable advisor, take action while these opportunities are still available to you. Social Security rules change over time. Some of the most powerful strategies have already been modified or eliminated for future retirees. The strategies we've discussed today are available now, but there's no guarantee they'll be available indefinitely. The profound truth:
Your financial security in retirement isn't just about you.
it's about the peace of mind of your children who worry about your well-being. It's about the legacy you leave behind. It's about maintaining your independence and dignity as you age. When you optimize your Social Security benefits, you're not just increasing your monthly income. You're creating a foundation of security that allows you to be generous with your time, your wisdom, and your love. You're ensuring that financial stress doesn't overshadow the joy of your retirement. I think about Mark, who we met at the beginning of our journey. His story doesn't have to be your story. His expensive lesson can become your valuable education. The $200,000 he left on the table through early claiming doesn't have to be repeated by you or anyone you care about. I think about Dorothy and Bill, who discovered that a little knowledge about tax strategies could save them thousands of dollars every year. That money isn't just numbers on a statement. It's security, it's options, it's freedom from worry. I think about Charles, who learned that Social Security has provisions for life's unexpected challenges. His story reminds us that the system, for all its complexity, was designed to provide security through various life circumstances. Your Social Security benefits represent decades of work, sacrifice, and contribution to our society. You've earned every penny through years of payroll deductions. You deserve to receive every benefit the system provides, and you deserve to receive those benefits in the most advantageous way possible. But beyond the money, beyond the strategies, beyond the calculations, there's something more important at stake. Your retirement years should be marked by peace, contentment, and the freedom to focus on what matters most to you. Whether that's spending time with family, pursuing hobbies you've deferred, volunteering for causes you care about, or simply enjoying the quiet satisfaction of a life well lived. Optimized Social Security benefits provide the foundation that makes it all possible. Your Social Security legacy begins with your next decision. Will you take action on what you've learned today? Will you advocate for yourself? Claim all the benefits you've earned? Will you share this knowledge with others who might benefit from these insights? I believe you will. I believe in your wisdom, your strength, and your determination to create the secure retirement you deserve. Welcome to your optimized Social Security future, dear friend. Your legacy of security and peace of mind begins now. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If these insights have opened your eyes to new possibilities, please share this information with someone who might benefit from these secrets. And remember, in the complex world of Social Security, knowledge truly is power. And the power to transform your retirement security is in your hands. Until we meet again. May your Social Security benefits reflect the full value of your lifetime of work.
And may your retirement years be filled with the security, dignity, and peace of mind you've spent decades earning. Sweet dreams and secure tomorrows await you.